Hi, guys. Welcome back. Tomorrow, we're starting a brand new 90-day walking challenge. And I wanted to get Sarah is Strong to motivate you with the start. So the name of her video is You'll Never Be Ready. Oh,
Hello everyone, and welcome to another weight loss motivation with me, Sarah. I am on a journey to lose 80 pounds and I've already lost 15. Tonight we are going to be discussing how you know if you're ready for your weight loss journey or not. Weight loss is a very daunting task for just about anybody, and most of us are in a position where we do not have unlimited resources or unlimited time to devote to one big hobby or big project. Because of this, a lot of people procrastinate and push off weight loss until you get really desperate to change. And even then, it's always going to be a lot to sign yourself up for. My first weight loss journey about 2 years ago, where I lost 30 pounds, I knew that I was ready for a change because I saw a lot of positive change in other areas of my life. So I started this new job and I got a much higher wage. I was really excited about what all I could do in that position. I was really happy, but I knew I was going to become a lot more sedentary. So to counteract that, I decided to invest in my health. I hired a personal trainer and I worked with him for I think 3 to 4 months. And in that time period, I saw some significant progress. So what really motivated me back then and what made me feel like I was finally ready was seeing positive change in other areas of my life. I made the conscious decision to take that momentum of going into a better place and improving my life, and I extended it out to my health. But even as the pounds slowly crept back on, I wasn't doing anything about it. I just kept gaining. At that time of my life, I think I was trying to not think about my weight and my body and what was happening, what all was changing, the things that I was doing to myself. But even after I made the decision to lose weight again, it still took me months to finally be consistent about it. For me, a huge motivator was this channel. I've always wanted to document my weight loss journey, and I knew that in order to have a channel that's centered around weight loss, I had to start losing the weight. But how can anybody go about losing weight if they don't have that kind of motivation? How does anybody know when they're truly ready? I think a trap that a lot of people fall into when they're considering when to start a weight loss journey is the whole, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll handle it Monday, I've got a thing coming up, it's gonna have to wait another month. When really, once you're actually on the weight loss journey, most people end up regretting not starting sooner. No one
guys, I really think that's true. And this time of year, this is going to pop up. A lot of people are going to say, yeah, I want to walk. I want to start exercising and dieting, but it's so hot right now. Let me wait till later in the year. And then later in the year never comes. The best time to start is right now.
goes, oh, thank God I waited for Monday, because chances are that Monday is going to get stretched into the next Monday. One of the greatest epiphanies that I had about weight loss that empowered me to finally go for it was realizing that I was never going to feel 100% prepared and 100% ready. But more importantly, realizing that I didn't need to feel that way. I think that the most helpful things for someone to understand before going into a weight loss journey would be stuff like a calorie deficit and how to find that, and probably understanding a bit about macronutrients and their role as well. You may never feel completely ready to begin a weight loss journey, but the point is to still proceed despite that uncertainty. There's a lot of unforeseen things that could happen along a weight loss journey, and the start is really just the beginning of it all. You can't know how you're gonna eat every single day for the rest of your life. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, ask yourself, is it even realistic to expect yourself to know those things or do those things before you start a weight loss journey? You don't have to have it all figured out to just begin. That's the point of the journey, is you'll figure it out along the way. A lot of what you think you need to know or have before beginning a weight loss journey is really just an excuse. You can start smaller and you can start today. And I just want to reiterate, the absolute best epiphany I had, the best thing I did for myself at the beginning of this current successful weight loss journey run was to give myself permission to begin despite where I know I'm lacking knowledge. And telling myself that that was okay and I could begin anyways was a huge game changer. You being a beginner is all the permission you need to start and start sloppy. You don't have to be polished right now. That's totally okay. Like I said, I promise you will figure it out along the way.
Hey, what she says there is true, guys. There's no better time than now, because if you think you need to learn something first, after you learn a couple things, you'll realize you need to learn a couple more, and then you'll never actually get out the door and start working out. I want you guys to grab your socks, but I want you to watch something. This is my weigh-in from day 1 and my weigh-in from day 90. And tomorrow, I'm going to be starting my brand new 90-day walking challenge. And I really want you guys to do it with me. It doesn't take long to get in shape. Please check this out.
Look how chubby I was. That was literally 12 weeks ago, which seems like yesterday.
Ugh, 184.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's step on this. And there's the final weight. A 166.4. I still have another 10 pounds to go, so I'm asking you now, join me on the next 90-day journey. Let's walk off the next 20 or 30 pounds together. So if you're with me, go grab your shoes. Let's go for a walk.
We did it! 90 days today for Jesse. So I had a couple people ask me, are you sure today's the last day? Because yesterday I could have swore you said there were 3 days left. Guys, I think sometimes when I do videos, I literally forget what day it is because it's the morning, but day 88, day 89, day 90. Maybe that's what I meant by 3 days left. Either way, when I make a video, you guys always see it 1 day behind, so keep that in mind too. Sometimes I'm looking at it from your point of view. Sometimes I'm looking at it from my point of view, but guys, either way you slice or dice it, look how quick a season goes. Let's talk about seasons, especially for the new people, and specifically for our venters that have been here since day 1. If you've been here since day 1, like Mala, like Lily, like Julie Dixon, like Sherry Ann, like Sheila, like GL, and a lot of the others, guys, we went through a season together. We're now in season 2, starting tomorrow, right? Which will be the next day for you guys, okay? So the reality is, we are different people now than we were a season ago. And if you join me for this 90-day challenge, in another 90 days, we're gonna be one more season into our life, our lifestyle. So yay, I'm so excited. Really, really excited. Sean Ayton, welcome to the Venters. It sounds like you've been with us in silence for a while, but you're starting to realize, hey, this is my fam, this is my community. I wanna be a Venter. So Sean, thank you for being a vocal Venter now, but it sounds like Sean's been a Venter in his heart for a little while now. Maybe you can tell us how long you've been watching. Little Sassy Mango, it's time to put the shoes on. Let's do this. Guys, I have lost quite a bit of weight. I did a weigh-in the other day, and you know how weights go up and down. So I'm gonna be going to Planet Fitness when I'm done with this walk. It's the final day of my vacation, right? And I'm gonna be doing a good 40 minutes on the treadmill or 35 minutes, somewhere around there. and then I'm gonna come home and weigh myself. And you wanna know the truth? If I gained a half a pound overnight, I'm going with yesterday's weigh-in. So either way, I am so excited, guys, and if you guys have been here with me since day one, I'm exceptionally and extremely proud of you guys. It's very easy to quit things that we start, and it's even easier to never start things that we want to do. I think that we can do this together, not just for the next 90 days. Guys, I think I'm pumped and jazzed. I think we can do this long term. I'm gonna be here for the next 30 years doing this, and I want you guys to do it with me. Mala, let's hit 100 together. Let's do this. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, I've got the energy of a teenager today. To be honest with you, for the last 10 or 15 pounds, I've been pretty darn energetic. If you guys look, there's a video. Maybe you guys can help me find it. It's that video, Mala, where I have a blue shirt on. That doesn't help us much, Jesse. It's a baby blue shirt on, and it's that little snidbit of me making a banana smoothie. And if you look at that view from the side, holy moly, guys, I looked like a guy that from the shoulders up, you would never know was chubby. From the chest down, I looked pregnant. And it was me making a banana smoothie. And if you look at my body now, guys, I just look like I've transformed, because I have. It just goes back to what I was saying. Do you guys realize that a lot of us want to lose 30 or 40 or 50 pounds even, but a lot of us would really change our look just by dropping 15 or 20 pounds. So if you guys have these great goals, and these great goals seem a little untouchable, guys, it might not be untouchable at all. It might just be a season or two away. So again, there's 4 90-day seasons in a year. Let's see how far we can take it this upcoming season, because there is no ending in this challenge. It's just a new beginning. It's a way to start over. But now check this out, Mala. Check this out, Lily. Check this out. Sheila, you're a bad example because you've been doing wonderful things for the last 5 or 6 years. But Sherry Ann, I'll put you in this boat too. 90 days ago, you didn't know what to expect with your walking, okay? Now you know how much you enjoy it. There might even be a piece of you that says, gosh, I wish I would have started this walking thing a little bit earlier. But instead of looking back, I'd like you to think about next season. Not next season that starts tomorrow. Next season, 91 days from now. This is the season that's really gonna come through for you, Mala and Sherry Ann, because this is gonna be the season where things start to make sense. And guess what? Unlike the last season, I'm not gonna ask you to wait 45 or 60 days before you lose a dress size. It's gonna start happening quick because you guys already put the work in. You already hit day 90. I want you guys to go back to the very first video, or at least try to remember what I said in the very first video. There's a piece of me, and my experience is that from day 90 to day 100, I'm still kind of in shrink mode, and I think I'm gonna lose a little bit more. Sean Ayton, you've been going to workouts, you've been watching the Walk Talk Vent program or channel, right, during your workouts. Gosh, it sounds to me like you've added walking to your weightlifting, and you're probably noticing that extra little level of fat that you had trouble getting off. Sean, you're probably gonna notice that it's burning off now, and if not yet, in a couple of weeks, you'll start noticing it burns off, you know? And I don't know, Sean, if you're walking before you lift or after, or maybe it's all of the above, but I'm so glad that you're with us, and stay with us this whole season here. Hey, good morning. I don't think he likes walking. I think his doctor told him, get your butt out there and walk. You've got cholesterol issues, right? Gosh, how exciting. Man, I just can't believe how fast this went by. 90 days. 90 days. We got a leaf blower. And look, he's blowing nothing at all. Well, I guess there is a little leaves in the street. He's trying to make the street look nice. But I do notice blowers, they tend to blow their leaf blower a little bit more than they need to. All right, probably not. I'm just being Oscar the Grouch this morning. Guys, I am so pumped. There's no need to be Oscar the Grouch. Holy moly. That was the fastest 90 days ever. So look back 90 days ago. We were all little chunksters, right? And if you're brand new, you're in that little chunkster mode right now. Guys, you're only 60 to 90 days away from doing a really good transformation. And you want to know what? Even if you haven't physically made the transformation that you've wanted to in the last 90 days, I'd be willing to bet mentally you have. Has there ever been a diet mala in the past where you lost 3 or 4 pounds over 2-3 months and you were this excited about it? That's what makes walking so cool. You can't help but realize this is a great addition to my life. And when something's a great addition to your life, guys, it's hard to fight that. So here's the cool thing going forward. When you need a place to think on an issue or problem that you're dealing with, you now know, where and how to jump into your think tank. It's out here. You have a gym that you pay money for each month, but you also have a free gym. It's called your life. It's called outside. It's called the sidewalk. You finally know why we invested billions of dollars into sidewalks all around the country. It was so you could walk and enjoy your neighborhood. And you want to know something? When you walk in your neighborhood, I think you add value to the neighborhood, not necessarily in the form of a price of the house, but you add value in what you feel about the neighborhood. It's more valuable to you now. It's your gym. And if you still baby step up and do calisthenics or go to the actual gym and lift and work out, some people might think over the last couple videos that I'm against the gym. Not at all. I see the gym as extra credit, and I think we all know I preach extra credit. So I'm totally excited. I've got pep in my step. I want you guys to all feel this energy and this pep. And when you see this before and after picture, hopefully you'll see the same thing that I'm seeing, which is the pregnant man emoji is gone and out of the way. And now we can focus on really moving forward, knowing that, hey, this plan works. You know, I went through the guinea pig portion of the channel where I wanted to show people that it works. And you know what? It didn't let me down. I believed in myself. But you want to know what I believe in also? I believe in you guys. I believe in venters. We, like the Goonies, never say die. We say live. We say live, and we say walk on and never look back and never stop. In case you're wondering why everybody loves being a venter, it's very simple. They're doing the impossible. And when people do the impossible, they tend to like it. What's the impossible, Jesse? Bob, I've got everybody working out 7 days a week. People that never liked working out, people that never had success, are now walking 7 days a week, even if they haven't hit that number that they want. That sounds like I brainwashed some people. And I'm glad that I was able to brainwash and propagandize your brains, because you know what? If you guys stick to walking, you guys are gonna live longer than you would have. If you stick to walking, you're gonna see good things happen to your life. If you keep making proactive plans instead of reactive measures, you're gonna notice a positive thing in your life. And that makes me feel like $1 million. And you know what? I think this second season's gonna be even more powerful than the first. If you're with me, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, leave me a comment. I want to know that you agree with me that this second season is going to be the season in which more new people come and change their lives, and more of us continue this path to better and better health. And you know what? In your second challenge, if you're on your second challenge with us, the weight scale is no longer going to be so cold and such an enemy. Does it care about you? Of course it doesn't care about you. But at the same time, is it more fun to look at the scale when it starts showing you numbers that you like to see? Yeah, it is. And I don't care who you are, if in 90 days you've lost 15 to 20 pounds, it's not a fail. But if you're brand new and you want to know what failure looks like, I'm your guy. You see, I thought I was going to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. I think I'm closer to losing in that area of 17 to 20 pounds. So here's my question for you if you're brand new and watching. I didn't lose 30 pounds in 90 days. I thought I could. I thought I would. Heck, there was even a couple days where I thought I'd lose 35. But the reality was I didn't. So why the heck am I so happy? Because it's hard to be upset when in 90 days, which is just 3 quick months, right? I still lost 17 to 20 pounds, and I've got control of my life a little better than I did just 90 days ago. What do you mean, Jesse? Guys, I've got sugar to a point where I could take it or leave it, okay? I've got my walking down to the point where I'm walking probably an hour or more every day. Have I been sick in the last 90 days? No, I haven't. And for some of you that are constantly sick, heck, you might have even realized over the last 90 days, you haven't missed a day either. And if you did miss a day, in the past, you would have taken that day off and you would have extended it into weeks and you would have quit. Guys, you've gotten to the point where you understand the 2/3 rule. The 2/3 rule makes this plan doable for the rest of our lives, for the rest of your life. And it's going to be a better life. So I want you to get your kids, I want you to get your grandkids, I want you to make plans, see if you can go places and go for walks. Let them know you're a walker. Now, what did I say the first couple days? Don't tell people when you're on a new diet. But if you've been doing it for 90 days and you love it and you have 0 plans on quitting, why wouldn't you want to share that? Let them know Grandma and Grandpa are on their way towards making themselves healthier. And here's the proof. I've dropped 2 dress sizes. I've dropped 10 pounds. I've been walking for 80 consecutive days. I haven't had sugar in 3 weeks. Hey, Mala, tell your kids, I haven't had diet soda in a couple of weeks. Let them know this is the new you. And let them know that if they see a banana in your house, they are not to touch it. Grandma, you want some cake to celebrate? No! No! Okay, maybe a bite. After your 90-day challenge, if you haven't taken a day off and you want to, take a day off. If you write me back, Jesse, hell to the no, I'm not taking a day off. You know what I'm doing this weekend, Jesse? I'm walking extra, overtime, extra credit. Let's do this. Are you with me, Jesse? And you know I am. I'm going to be here every single day. And I have a couple of extra videos that I've recorded too, just in case I ever have to take a day off due to illness or something. And that's another thing that kind of confuses me, is sometimes I have extra videos. So sometimes, I might think it's day 88 and it might be day 87 or whatever, but either way, the way I keep track of the days is I'm 1 episode ahead. Because one of my episodes that I recorded was me when I was doing a practice run. If you guys don't know which video I'm talking about, it's a video called Before I Did My Walking Channel. And it's just basically where my first walk, I met Stacy. As you guys know, Stacy is the person in my neighborhood that walks, that lost like 160 or 180 pounds or whatever it was. And she recovered from basically her cancer situation, and now she's in remission. And that was just a practice run. I was looking for a sign. And the sign I was looking for is, can I hold this 30-pound camera, without falling over? But I got a better sign. Not only was I able to hold the camera, but when Stacy comes up to you and says, hey, you're doing a YouTube channel, literally right when I left my house. And then she told me about her wonderful story about how walking has literally saved and extended her life. I had no idea that there were certain cancers and ailments that you're more susceptible to when you're overweight. But you want to know something? If you guys didn't know that either, then it's good that we learned that. That might be all the motivation you need to start a walking routine. So again, if you're brand new and you're wondering why the hell I'm so excited when I didn't even finish or didn't even achieve my goal, just know, because I don't think my goal's over yet. I think I am still going to lose that last X amount of pounds. I say X because this could be the day that I go on the scale and had another little drop of weight. Before I get on the scale, I'm going to try to go to the bathroom and I'm going to try to spit all day just like wrestlers in high school. Puh! Puh! Let me get another little ounce of weight out of me. Puh! Guys, I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do any fasting you guys know sometimes I extend my breakfast out. Sometimes I don't eat after 7:30 at night. But it wasn't anything hardcore. It's easy to do when you've shrunken down your appetite and your hunger. Things get easier to do. So Jesse, what did you achieve over the last 90 days? Guys, I helped get rid of sugar, I helped increase water, and I walk like a machine. That's pretty impressive for a little routine to become in just a season, in just 90 days. And on top of that, it made me better at going to the gym and working out as well. It's funny how little baby steps can make you feel like you can do another baby step. That's what's so cool about steps. Not the steps at work where you're checking how many steps it is from your desk to the toilet. That doesn't count, right? But these baby steps that we do, where we start with a 15 or 20 minute walk, and if any of you guys have some good examples of how you did your baby steps, please share it in the comments. Mala, for example, one day you're watching a comment that Lily made about her soda intake, right, and her sugar, and what did you do? You decided, hey, if Lily's gonna go a day or two without sugar and experience the headache and the miscomforts, then I too am gonna quit my diet soda. So Mala, I don't know how many diet sodas you've had since then, but I feel like that was about a month ago. If you have completely cut that out of your life, wonderful. If you've cut down 90% of it, great. And even if you've only cut down 25 or 30% of your soda intake, God darn it, Mala, that's a start. Let's make this second season here where maybe you cut that down even more, okay? Remember, as it gets warmer, if you want to do extra credit where you're going to be walking more and more, it's great to be excited, but let's not be naive. And what I mean by that is it's super hot outside, and more than likely it's going to get a couple degrees even hotter. So please make sure you take some water with you on your walk, or make sure you take a whole half glass to a full glass of water right before you exit the door. And again, if you could take an extra bottle and just put it in your back pocket. I know that might look weird, a bottle in your back pocket, but if tennis players can play tennis with 3 or 4 tennis balls in their pockets, I think you can take a walk with a bottle of water. Very important. The last thing we want you to do is to wake up in the hospital and lose 3 or 4 weeks of your walking routine, all because you were being dangerous. And I would consider walking in 100 plus degree temperatures without water, guys, I would consider that dangerous, okay? Especially when you consider that some of you are going to be on your first season. Your doctor would never want you walking in 110 degree heat without water. He or she might not like you walking at that temperature at all, which is a good reason to wake up early and use your job as a catalyst for your daily workout. 90 days in a row I walked. 90 days in a row. And guys, that is a portion of my record. My record is probably 8 or 9 years in a row of walking. All through that time, did I take a day off here and there? Of course I did. You know, not during my times walking in a row. I've literally walked. Even on days where I took off, I still walked. You go on vacation, Mala? Take a walk. You're in a new part of town, Lily, walking around some random lake? Walk around that random lake. Take a walk. You're at your job and you never ever thought about taking a walk during lunch? Put your fork down and take a walk. Make your job the catalyst for how you lose weight this season. It's not going to take us a year. It's not going to take us 6 months. It's going to take us 90 days, and it's going to go by so quick, it'll make your head spin. So again, get your shoes on. Let's get outside and let's change your life, okay? 90 days. Guys, I can't believe it. When you're my age, 47, 90 days literally feels like a month and a half, right? And if you're in your 50s or 60s, God, 90 days probably feels like a weekend, okay? Get into walking. I will walk here with you every day. You don't need a partner. Instead, what you need to do is you need to get used to being your own best friend. And the best way to do that is to come out, dive into your think tank, start eliminating problems for your life instead of running away from them. This is usually where the battery dies. And since the guy's trimming his tree, we'll see if we can get by him real quick. All right, so you guys know my plan. My plan is to, once I'm done with my walk here, I'm gonna go inside and enjoy the air conditioning for a couple minutes. God, doesn't he know I'm trying to film? Jeez Louise, this is walk, talk, vent, mister. Hopefully he's careful. He's got a saw, electric saw. We don't want him sawing off any fingers. I had an ex-girlfriend once. She would tell me that her dad fell off a roof. And then I noticed her dad had 2 or 3 fingers on one hand and 4 fingers on the next. And I'm like, God damn, your dad's unlucky. I mean, seriously, if you're a carpenter and you find a way to fall off a roof and you find a way to saw off 3 or 4 fingers, you're unlucky. I think we can, I think we can all admit that, right? The good news with walking, guys, walking improves your luck. Hey, Ken, by the way, and Mala, man, Boston looks so good against the Mavericks that I went down to place a bet on the Mavericks. And I don't know, something told me, just listen to Ken. Ken said, don't bet against the Celtics, right? So what I did instead was I took that $100, because I'm telling you, the Celtics look like the epitome of a great team. Are Luka and Kyrie probably the best players on the court? Yes. But guys, they can't do nothing with the Celtics. So instead of putting money on the Celtics, I went ahead and I put money on Brooks Koepka to win the US Open. Still a long shot. That $100 bet is going to pay like $2,000. So not $20,000 like the Indiana Pacers bet would have, but $2,000. But I just figured I like Brooks's chances a lot better against Scottie Scheffler and stuff than I do the Mavericks against the Celtics. So Mala, if you love your Celtics, I just want you to know, believe it or not, I love the Celtics too, from their 1980s teams with Bird and McHale and Bill Walton and company. So I love great teams. I also loved the Lakers that you guys probably hated during the 80s, because I just love when teams are really special. The last team that I watched that I thought was super special was the Golden State Warriors of a couple years back. You know when you're looking at something special. And guys, that's what I feel when I watch Chronically Stephanie, and that's what I feel when I watch Kara. What makes certain YouTubers blast off and change people's lives? And what makes other YouTubers wallow in mediocrity and quit? There's no reason in the world that Kara's videos should have had 0 views. Absolutely none. For her to give us the gold that she gave in every single one of her videos and to get crickets just seems unacceptable. But I want you guys to know how proud I am of you. I asked you guys to go to her channel and subscribe, and her sub count went from 6 to 12, and that was yesterday. Wouldn't it be cool if I checked that later today and it was more than 12? And if you guys are close to her channel right now while you're watching this, just for fun, click on her channel and then put in the comments how many subscribers she's up to. When I found her, she had 6 subscribers. She had more subscribers than her videos had watches, right? Her videos had 1 view and she had 6 subscribers, right? But yesterday when I checked, she had 12. And for all I know, if I check today, she might have more. So again, since you're going to be watching this tomorrow, just for fun, go to 24 Karat and see if she has more than 12 subs. And you know how sometimes people unsubscribe? If you go there and there's 11 or less, don't even mention it. But I don't think that's going to happen. You know, the Venters have a real way of uplifting people. Did you know out of all the people that we've done reaction stories on, about half of them have left comments, and you can see them throughout the videos occasionally. Mala, I know you've seen some of them. Guys, the comments, it makes people's day when we share their story. Are there some YouTubers that probably wish I wouldn't share their story? Probably, but most of them are real excited. And a lot of times, you guys do end up subscribing to their channels. I think it's interesting to know the struggle that other people are going through. I really, really do. When we go through struggles and when we share those struggles, it helps other future Venters know that they're not alone. And when you know you're not alone in this world, it makes this world a lot more bearable and things a lot more doable, right? So I just want to let you know, so glad that I decided to keep this channel going. And I'm hoping to goodness that you guys feel the same way. So I'm very, very happy. Let's do one more spin. Yay! That was 2 spins. We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep going. I want you to put down in the comments that you're ready for season 2. Let's do this, Venters. Have a beautiful day. Love you all.